Good afternoon, everyone. It's Cindy from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, I thought I would do another outdoor video for you, and the reason I've chosen this location today is because for such a long time now, and certainly the last several days, the concept of peace has been in my mind, in my heart, in my thoughts, in my words, in my hopes, and peace is something that's talked about so much in so many circles, yet I thought today I would just clarify a little bit about peace. And I thought I'd start with this one quotation by the Dalai Lama, and it says, "We can never obtain peace in the outer world until we make peace within ourselves." We can never obtain peace in the outer world until we make peace within ourselves. And this sounds simple enough, but how many people really spend time to make peace within themselves? And we will know it from the thoughts that we think. We will know it from the words that we say. We will know it with our eye expressions, our facial expressions. We will know it with the actions we take or do not take. It's all out of peace if we can consciously remember to be from that space. And we can often see that people are not peaceful, right? There's a lot of argument, there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of energy that either doesn't allow for peace for oneself, nor does it allow peace for outside of oneself. And this is perceived by the person themselves, who is not peaceful, but is also perceived by the world around. And this is our responsibility, I believe, to carry peace, because peace is something that we can all use, and unless we consciously put some attention into it, we don't necessarily get there. So let's think about if you were in a road rage situation. You see someone who is zooming past other people and yelling at people, and other people are yelling back and things like that. How do you feel? What's your first thought? You might judge the person who is zooming in and out, and anyone who's yelling. You might join in with the yelling. You might get frustrated in your own mind, and then you will share this frustration. You might talk about it to the next person that you meet, that guess what I saw on the street today? And this does not help build peace. So if we're able to think, I hope that person gets home safe. I hope that everything is peaceful for that person and for everyone that that person is affecting right now. So that allows us to share peace with the world, even with a thought, even with avoiding that commotion on the street. This is our way of contributing to peace. So then, of course, I came across this famous quote by Jimi Hendrix, and I always loved it, and I hope you will too. It says, "When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace." When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. So we can see again in that driving situation, it's I want to be ahead of you, or I want to be making a statement about how you're driving, or I want to be in power. I love power. I love making you feel like you're not so good. And how many people do this in their day-to-day? And this can be with friends, with family, with general acquaintances, or with strangers. And very important for us to reflect on ourselves to see, am I peaceful? Am I bringing peace to the people around me? And it doesn't matter who it is who's around you. It doesn't matter if you're speaking to them on the phone. It doesn't matter if you're texting, if you're out with friends. It doesn't matter if you're visiting familiar family. It's all the same space that's coming from you. Are you able to be peaceful and then share that peace? Because that's the only benefit of being peaceful, is to actually share it. And then finally, and of course this would be the power of love, is to, that desire even to share peace is the power of love. And then finally, I wanted to finish with one more quotation. This one is by Helen Keller, and it's also a favorite of mine. It says, "I do not want the peace that passeth understanding. I want the understanding which bringeth peace." I do not want peace, the peace that passes the understanding. I want peace. No, I want understanding which bringeth peace. I'm going to read this quotation once more for you, peacefully. I do not want the peace that passeth understanding. I want the understanding which bringeth peace. And I hope you understand that moment of a non-peaceful expression of that quotation with you. You might have noticed that there were people walking behind, and I was trying to finish that quotation just a little bit quicker so I could finish this video before these people even got to me. It didn't quite happen, so that shook up my peace just a little bit. And so nice to just take a moment and realize there's no emergency here. There is an understanding that this is something about peace that I'd like to share with you, and I'd like you to see that today, right now, there was a moment that shook up my peace just momentarily, and it's okay. It only took a moment to get right back into peace, and that's how easy it can be. A lot of times when people have the love of power, people want to hold on to a grudge or irritation or actually push buttons on others. And it's interesting that some people actually are amused by such games with their own mind, or sarcasm, or an unease that can be created. And many people could say that they're doing this unconsciously. Oh, I didn't even realize that made someone uncomfortable. Well, unless we do some self-reflection of how would that make someone feel, how would it make me feel, whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm thinking, which no one has to know except ourselves, whatever I'm speaking. Can you hear the plane above me? And I'm reminded of travel. And I gotta make sure that you know that again, no one knows what anyone else is thinking, but we know. Is it bringing us peace? What we're speaking, is it bringing us peace? Will it bring peace to the person who hears it? And then what we're doing, is it a peaceful gesture? Is it stemming from love, the power of love, and not the love of power? I hope that you'll sit for 5 minutes after this video to just reflect on this idea of peace and see how much are you carrying and how much are you sharing. I wish you a fabulous day ahead, and I hope you remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day, everyone.